let's talk about Google. Okay, yeah, let's talk about Google. I think Google are going to take over the world. I know what you're thinking. Ollie, bit bold. Why are you doing that? Google aren't going to take over the world. But I don't know. I mean, let's discuss. Google are currently in the process of making a Google car. They're designing a whole car with Google integration, I would imagine. So you'd have Google Maps and Google Voice and Google everything and Google car. And it's just going to be, I don't know. I don't know what to think of a Google car. But a car is an everyday thing, and that's pretty big, you know, to have in your life. But okay, let's sit back a minute and think. What have Google done to get this far? They started out with the search engine, and they made it pretty big with the search engine. And they've done pretty well with the search engine. And actually, I use Google pretty much every single day. No one dares use Bing. I mean, the adverts were pretty good, but people remember the adverts purely because of the music. And it feels like I am just too close to love you. Even then, I can't actually remember the name of the track. If you know, put it down in the comments below. But Google Search was just phenomenal. And then obviously they came up with Google Maps, Google Images, and it was just expanded from there. But I mean, obviously they had failures along the way. They had Google Buzz and Google Wave, which no one used. No one used at all. They were rubbish. They were pretty bad, actually. Bad times. And then Google brought YouTube. YouTube is huge. YouTube is what I'm talking to you through at the moment, if I am talking to you, if you're even bothering to watch my video. It's been quite a while, I know. But YouTube is such a huge community now. People are making money from YouTube. It's their job. It's what they do. You know, you can become a partner and make money and live through YouTube, which is just incredible. So Google have done something completely amazing there, and it's just fantastic. And obviously they've gone into the sort of more normal realm of the internet, and they made Gmail, and Gmail is just an email client, and they just put the Google branding on it, which is really good. Gmail works quite well, and obviously then they created something else which integrated into that. They made Android, and Android integrates with everything to do with Google, and Android is quite good, you know. I spoke about Android in a previous video along with iOS, and Android has made its way onto all manner of phones. So now when you walk down the street, people can be holding a phone and Google will be there, because they made the operating system, they made Android, and people are using it. People are using it every single day to phone people, to call people, to use Facebook, to use Twitter, to use absolutely everything, and it becomes the center and the hub of their life, which is quite a big thing if you think about it. Google has made it into almost every single home portably, and not just on a computer anymore, which is a tad weird. And then, of course, Google tried to take over the social media, and they went and made Google+. Google+, actually, for me at the moment, is a bit weird and in the air, because Google+ obviously tried to take on Facebook. Now, Facebook, for me, is still there. Facebook is still a pretty huge deal. People are still using Facebook. People haven't really gone... I mean, people are using Facebook, but then again, they're also using Google+. But at the same time, not many people are using Google+. I have Google+. But I don't use it that often. And actually it's a shame, because some of the features on Google Plus are actually pretty good. I use the video calling, the three-way video calling is fantastic. You know, I don't have to go on Skype. Skype is only two-way unless you pay a premium. And Google Plus does this for free. And it sort of makes you wonder why more people aren't using Google Plus and they're using Facebook. I mean, what is it about red over blue? I thought the red was always meant to win over blue, but I don't know. But they've made a huge step there, and they've made it into social media, and essentially did what Google Buzz and Google Wave never could do. But it's still not quite there. But they're getting there, you know? And this is just a whole more part of this taking over the world sort of thing. Lastly, Google are bringing out Project Glass. Glasses where you put it on and you can just see everything, and you're walking along and you get a little icon saying, oh yes, this person texted you, or this person called you, would you like to call them back, and blah blah blah. Yes, I would. And you talk to it as if it were a person, and it sends it off and everything like that. It's augmented reality, but with glasses, and for me, that's a little bit creepy. That is actually part you would put on the glasses every single day, and it would be part of your life. You would never have to look down at your phone again. You would only ever have to look forward, and you go, where's a restaurant? Over here. Where? You know, that is your life. You say, I want to meet up with this person, and then these glasses things would take you there. Now you can see why I think Google are trying to take over the world. yes, it's a crazy statement and a really bold statement to make, but perhaps they are. And it's an interesting one to think about, because actually they are everywhere, and they're doing lots of different things to integrate themselves into your life. I mean, it's a crazy thought, but who knows, you know? Okay, yeah, so, you know, if you want to comment and like and sort of all that sort of good stuff, please do go ahead and give me a little sort of thumbs up. Subscribe if you really like the video, but don't feel like you have to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.